Okay, so this is the criteria for our prison. We're gonna get this eventually. The good shit. Gang warfare, more contraband, super guards, all reputations revealed, no tunnels, fast deliveries. We'll have fast walking, no releases. We'll have no contraband limits, so they can bring in their own guns if they want to, and permanent day. There you go. That's what we'll do. Fog of War is off. We'll still generate the forest because this just takes extra time from our guards. I'm not gonna do that. But I like the character that it brings to the outdoors. Like, I just like the way it looks. Gangs, yes, and unlimited funds. No failure conditions, good. Okay, everything should be fine. Let's go. First thing we want to do is build a place for our offices, just real quick. So like, we'll just do this. Door goes here, and we'll just wait this out and let them do their thing. Deliveries. I want to change deliveries to be closer to like this. Yeah, like that. We can always do garbage right next to it, I suppose. Like this. Okay. So we'll get this office built. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 wall. 1, 2, 3, 4 wall. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4 wall. And there we go. Now we need doors for the offices. There we go. Get the desks put in, the chairs put in, and the filing cabinets there and there. Good. Make this an office, please. Make this an office, please. Get the warden in here. And let's get a bunch of workmen, too. Gonna need a bunch. Should be good enough, actually, for now. Okay. Okay, warden has an office. And we'll get started on finance. So we unlock finance, and then we unlock land expansion. That lets me buy the rest of the land. I'm not gonna do a female prison because, well, one, it just creates this extra need for like the babies and stuff, which I don't want to fill. The other thing is, for like a social reason, I don't like the idea, and maybe this is the sexist in me, I don't know, but I don't like the idea of mothers coming into the prison to die and like leaving their babies without a mom. Right? Like, I don't like that, so I'm not gonna do that. Because this is gonna be a very bloody prison. And if it's gonna be a very bloody prison, we're gonna have, like, men are gonna come in with, like, their gladiator attitudes, and that'll be what happens. I don't want women to, like, lose their kids, or kids to lose their moms. So if they come in and there's a baby need, and then that mom dies, what happens to that kid? It sucks. I think that's the opposite of sexist. Yeah, there you go. I might be into like slave labor and, you know, prisoners fighting to the death against their will, but I'm not a monster. 2 hours. This is gonna be weird because normally I can tell what time of day it is by just getting dark, but now I'm gonna have to constantly look at the clock because I'm not gonna know. Okay, land expansion has an hour left in it. Darn it. What's my favorite genre of music? God, that's tough because it really depends on my mood. Like, I could go for, like, I got times where I could listen to Korn. I got times where I could listen to the Beatles. I got times when I could listen to dubstep. I got times when I could listen to rap. It just kind of depends on my mood at the time. I like a lot of different music. My parents are in a classic rock and country band, so I'm exposed to a lot of music growing up too. All right, let's get all of this land. Is this big enough? I think I want one more. I just don't want it to get too bogged down. I don't want the game to go too slow. Let me see what this looks like. If I go with a wall here, and that means a wall here. It means there would be a wall here normally. We would go 10 out from this side. and 9 out from this side. So it'd be here. It was 155 by... 155 by... Yeah, I need more. I need more land. This isn't gonna work. Need more land. Okay, we'll go like this then. And this should probably be enough. Do I want to do one more down here? I think so. I think I'll go like this. This should be enough land. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, perimeter wall. Let's get that built. So I have my boundary lines for this. There. Hey, that works really well. I like that. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. We'll have some staff rooms over here though, so there needs to be a little bit of space between these two things here. All right, so this is sort of the central area where I'm gonna have snipers based all around here, but basically each gang is gonna have their own individual prison. So we can take this place down. Let's just bulldoze all of this. We'll bulldoze this whole thing. Remove the rooms. And then we can go from here. So what I want is foundations made. Let's do let's do concrete in the individual gang ones, and then we'll do brick in the brick ones for the one that's shared the whole time. So let's get all these done here like this. Like that. And like this. Brick. This one will be brick. Okay. We'll let the workmen get busy doing that. We'll also get the road barrier in here because we can. And then all the way up here, we'll drop another one because we can. There we go. And then let's get, once they're done building these, we can then work on like utilities. We'll have all the utilities and stuff spread through the middle here, and it'll be super efficient, very grid, like, let's do paving stone between all of these. Let's just make this whole area here paving stone. Because there might be a reason to like... Yeah, there's probably a reason to... Damn it. It's not how I wanted to do it. Yeah, like that, it's fine. All right, so we'll have a little bit of stuff here, and then I want to also make sure that there's a nice big long path right here. So they can move really quickly with faster movement. I mean, they're already moving fast, but I want them to move even faster because I want to get the stuff done. So we'll get all this stuff done and they can move through here. Steven Scout, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome. Very much appreciate that support. Thank you so much. For as long as you decide to remain a sub, enjoy ad-free viewing here, 24 channel emotes, and you're earning pieces twice as fast. Thank you so much. That's really awesome. By the way, subs have special emotes for this series only. You can use that to support the gangs that you're most interested in. So if you are a blue gang supporter, a green gang supporter, red gang supporter, whatever it is, you can rep and represent your gang with your own special emote. Or if you're like Mike and you like them all, you can always use them all as well. It's a good thing to use those for like role-playing things as well. So if you're like trying to send a message to blue gang and throw it out there at them or something, you can like, you know, put your own face on there. I think once all the building stops, it might be better. Like right now, the building tasks are really bogging the game down. But I think once we get these buildings taken care of, I can probably have a lot less workmen. I could probably fire half of them. And then just slowly work on each individual building like I need. We'll do a lot of copy paste, you know? There'll be a lot of copy paste. Yeah, RIP PC, that's the part that doesn't make any sense. Like I'm on an overclocked 8700K with a 1080 Ti. I used to think that it was doing this because I was recording or because I was streaming. And that, you know, the extra resources from the stream are causing it, but that's not the case anymore because a completely separate computer is doing the stream now. So now it can't be that anymore, you know? It can't be. There's so many tiles to process a job for that it's bogging it down. So like once they start finishing up their jobs, it's so slow. Oh, it's so slow. It'll get better once the build jobs are done though. We made the map much bigger. This looks like a standard large map kind of, but in reality, it's a standard large map is like here. And we've just, this is like 4 times the size of a large map basically. So it's taking them a long time to move places, and they're really bogging down the system with all these build jobs. So the game is glitching out a little bit, but should be getting done. You know, as the jobs tick down, the game should be speeding up and stop pausing, stop glitching. Have I ever seen The Greatest Showman? It's on my list of things to see. I almost watched it. I wanted to watch it with my wife because my wife likes musicals, and I kind of like them too. They're okay. They're not my favorite genre of movie or anything, but I can dig it. If they're done right, I can dig it. But my wife likes musicals, so I was gonna watch it with her, but she left before we could watch it, so I'll probably watch it with her when she gets back. I need to do Chrono Trigger next month. I think I want to do Chrono Trigger next month. I think I'm going to start doing less games at a time. I keep saying this. I keep saying I'm going to do this. And I never stick to it. But I think it's time for me to do less games at a time. Like I think it needs to happen. I do too many titles at once. I'm always spread way too thin. So I think I might drop Mutant Year Zero. I think I might drop it. It's not doing well on streams, and it's also not doing well on YouTube, so I can probably drop that one. I can't really drop any of the other ones right now, though. I don't know. I need to do less games at a time. The problem with Mutant is it serves my XCOM niche, but it doesn't serve it as well as XCOM, and it serves my top-down story niche, but it doesn't serve it as well as Divinity. It serves a lot of niches that I'm working with, but it doesn't do it as well as the other games I'm already playing that serves those niches too. So, it is the thing. Cancel the building of all the other prisons, except the one that have all the AA workmen, and focus on that one build. Well, yeah, but they're already almost done with it. Like they're almost done with all of it, so I can just let them. I'm gonna let it play it out. They're nearly done. I've already stopped this one. I've already canceled this one, so it's just these 3 right now. And these 3 are like close to done. They have most of the steel laid out here, most of the steel laid out here, most of the steel laid out here. So it's just about getting them to actually finish the job that they're supposed to be working on. So there was a question about how the commands worked in this series, because there's too many like cool things that people can think of to do in the gang war, and I kind of wanted this series to be one that didn't have a whole lot of really tight restrictions on what people could do. I don't have the gang war thing that you can purchase yet, so you can't redeem GW whatever yet because there's no gang war prisoners in here. But once we start taking prisoners in, and there's a good number of prisoners in, I'm gonna activate the GW command, the gang war command. It's gonna be possible to do 1 request every 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes in the stream, we can have a request come in. When you make a request, you can only make 1 request. Like you as an individual will only be able to make 1 request as of right now, once per stream. Although I'm thinking of opening that to be like once every 3 hours or something. So you might be able to make a second one. And rather than you claiming cancel all programs or, you know, claiming intake or something like that, instead, you will fill in a variable. So you'll redeem the GW and then you'll say what you want to have happen. So a good example of this would be Lockdown Blue Gang, right? And then we put blue gang in lockdown or lockup for how long? I don't know. You said 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. And I can do that. So that gang is now in lockup for the next 3 hours, which might give advantages to other gangs. Likewise, you could say a command like, I want red gang to have free time for the next 3 hours. And we'll do that. If you do too long of a period, like say all day, I want green gang to have all day. I might compromise with you and say, I'm not gonna give you all day, but I will give you 3 hours, and I can give you 3 hours or 4 hours, whatever. If you do something really silly, like execute gang leader, or transfer gang leader to different security level, or something like that, I won't do it. So there are certain things I won't do, but you won't know that until you ask. So be reasonable. Get a feel for how the prison's running, get a feel for what types of things I'm allowing. You can be a little risky if you want to. You can play into that a little bit, but it gives people the opportunity to actually impact the prison as opposed to just getting their name on a prisoner and then me having to look up whether or not they're alive or dead. It's a little bit more involved that way. And this gang war will take a lot longer than the last one because of the scale of it. So there'll be plenty of opportunities to impact how one gang has advantages over the other. The real impact from this, though, comes when we lock down intake. Because until we lock down intake, any type of violence you cause from one gang and cause deaths in one gang, they're just going to get them back. Because every gang has to have at least 1,000 gang members in that gang before I shut down intake. So you could wait a little bit to do big ones, or you could do them throughout, get a feel for what types of things I might allow. It's a more flexible, more fluid thing, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. So keep that in mind. That's what we will have. We're not going to have it today because there's no gang members in the prisons today, and we're mostly just doing design stuff today. I believe the AI is just determined to finish all three of them at the exact same time. I think that they're trying to time it to where they lay the last bit of foundation at the exact same time. There it goes. This one's done. This one's done. Here it goes. We have one completed. Okay. And then the next one's gonna go. Just immediately. Bam, the other one will go. Watch. Come on. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, there it goes. There it is. They finished them all at the same time. Isn't that super inefficient? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Pretty much. So satisfying. So satisfying. Okay, workman. Now you can clean up all your mess. You gotta bring all this stuff. You gotta install the lights. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we get to watch all the flashing lights the whole time. There we go. So 2 power plants per building should be enough. If I need any more, I've got room on the outsides here. And then I'm gonna have 1 water pump for both sets of buildings as well. That should be an okay thing as well. And then we'll have its own reception. No, reception will be right here. So they'll basically come into this, they'll get reception here, and then they'll be funneled to the building that they need to be from there. I'll probably actually put reception right here in this corner, because this will be a shared area here. So I'll probably put reception like right here, and then they can just come in, and then off they go. Probably good. We don't need quite as many workmen anymore. Kind of standing around creating CPU tasks that I don't need, so let's just get rid of a whole bunch of them. There's a whole lot of CPU things happening here that I don't need it to be doing. Okay, good. About 100. It's fine. All right. Gotta have 2-figure clicks on this. All right, so let's... 100 workmen should be more than enough. So we'll get this legal, and then we're gonna go right to small cells. Cells of the prison require a certain amount of space to fit for the legal requirements, but imagine how many more cells you could fit in if that wasn't the case. Removes the minimum size requirements for standard cells. That's what we're gonna do. All right, when this guy gets hooked up, we should have water to pretty much everywhere in the prison. I just want to verify that all the outsides do get water, and then I know the insides will get water too, and it'll be fine. So I want to get the quick build, clone. Let's clone. Oh, you know what? No. Let's not make this mistake again. We need jail doors here, 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 here. And then we'll do concrete here, 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 and here. This all progresses very quickly. So when we finally do get like all this stuff done and we start to intake prisoners, the prisoners will fill up really fast, because by that time we should have 100 prisoners per intake. Right now we only have 2, but by the time we start going with it, it should be more than that. It should be like 100. How many prisoners are they gonna take? Each gang will have at least 1,000 prisoners. Each gang will have at least 1,000. As soon as every gang has at least 1,000, intake is shut off permanently. And then we also turn the entire prison to shared. And may the best man win. Last man standing. All right, so this gives me 6 rows. We'll do 6 rows in from this side too, and then we'll have some community buildings and things that they need to share for their needs and stuff put into here. I have no idea what the prisoner capacity in this is yet, so I need to assess that as well. Also need to build some of these too. Need to build these cells. Let's just build a few. We'll go toilets on the left. No, toilets on the right. Showers on the left. That's fine. Bed will be like this. You think 3,000 prisoners plus all the support staff might crash the game? No. Cause there's gonna be pretty minimal support staff. I mean, I'm only planning to have like maybe 100 guards. At that time, I'll probably only have like 100 guards. There shouldn't be a whole lot of violence in here. They might organize escape attempts, which is why we'll have tons of guards and armed guards and stuff just like hanging out in the middle here. They might organize escape attempts and stuff, but like they're not gonna fight each other because they're all gonna be the same gang. They won't fight each other if they're all in the same gang. I'm going to give them adequate facilities that they can control. So they'll have common rooms and stuff within their own prison. They can get control of their facilities that way. So they won't feel the need to come to other places. But even then, they're not gonna be allowed to come to other places anyway. There's those cells. And then I wanna do clone stamp on these cells. There we go. So just the outside and this side of interior cells, we have nearly 700 capacity. We'll use this interior cells now. And we should have over 1,000 capacity in these buildings. So we can go over 1,000 if we want to. Won't that be nice? Now I wish there were 4 gangs. I wish there were 4 gangs. So that's 1,000 already right there. That's over 1,000. That's a lot over 1,000 actually. All right, with that in place, our prisoner capacity goes up to what? It's not moving. Here it goes. 1,200. 1,200 per building. Oh boy. I will be doing some building off stream too. So like I'm not gonna do, I wanted to show you guys the principle of what I'm working on, and I wanted to show you guys sort of like the process and how it works. And so I'm designing one building on stream, and then I'll probably have the other ones built off stream so that when we come back next week on Saturday, these 2 buildings will probably be done at that point, and then I'll be intaking people. I thought about getting a little solo Rocket League action in actually. I'm not sure if I'll do that on stream or not. I kind of want to get better at that. Fridges will go over here, I guess. Along the walls? Maybe along the walls. 4 fridges there. I'm not sure how many fridges are necessarily required for this many prisoners, but I'm gonna load them up. I'm gonna hook them up. Need a lot of sinks to handle the dishes that will happen too. Let's see how many cookers we need here. Let's put in, we'll go like this. We're probably gonna need 2. Most likely we're gonna need 2, maybe even 3 power stations for this whole kitchen. Probably. 30 fridges and 120 cookers? You guys got like the math of things down, don't you? Well, I don't know about having that many cookers, but we'll see. I'm not know about having that many fridges either. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it goes. We need multiples of these. We're gonna need multiples of these. So I'm gonna need like probably 3 of them. So if that's the case, this needs to go away so that I have room to get more in here. So this is powering all the fridges, which there are not enough fridges by what you've said anyway. 120 cookers. Not sure if I have that. 6, 12, 24, 48. I don't have nearly enough cookers for that, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll have another kitchen over here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. Or I can just extend it up, but then I'm gonna have to have enough room for all those tables. Well, we're gonna have to try it. We'll do this for the fridges. Okay, that's it for fridges too. Done. Now let's take a look at the grid. I need all the utilities that connect this other line. So this just needs to be disconnected right here. This whole thing needs to be dropped. And then this whole thing here needs to be dropped too, I guess. At least right here it does. So we'll probably put in the wall here. We'll get all the sinks lined up here, and then we'll put the wall in up here, and then the rest of this can be canteen. Let's make sure these are like able to be expanded on easily. Okay, with all of that in place, this one here will take care of the fridges. And we can also connect these fridges up to this fridge line, right? So all these fridges can be connected, but I don't want them to be connected here. That's another problem. I don't want them to be connected to this. Can I dismantle this utility? I wonder if it will let me do that. Can I dismantle this line without dismantling the whole fridge? Okay, it looks like I can. Good. I want all of this disconnected, and this, and this, and this. And I guess I have to do that one too. But I can connect all the fridges together on the same pump. So one powers all the fridges, and then these 2 will power all the cookers. That sounds like a plan. The rest of the lights are still off. I'll probably have to connect it this way. Let's just connect it up near the top here. Yeah, up near the top is probably fine, right about here. That connects the rest of this line to each other. Yes, that would work. That works fine. And then we'll turn all the lights back on. So right now this is at half load, a little over half load, but it's powering all the fridges at a little over half load. Fantastic. All these things here then, we need one of these groups are gonna be powered by one of these, which is gonna be this one. Let's bring this up like this and dismantle this utility here. So we can pull this down like this, but it won't. Yeah. Okay, so it's not connected to this now. So with that out of the way, can I turn this on? No, it's overloaded. So this power station cannot handle all of this. I need these separated into 4. Okay, they need to be separated into groups of 4 then. So with that out of the way, let's get this taken care of. Looks good. Okay, good. We have a decent power load for it too. Nice. Because it's all connected around the other side now too. Good. Okay, so we shouldn't have any more problems with this line. So now it's about these things not conflicting with each other. This one here is gonna power the fridges. Let's turn it on. If I can get this done, please, that'd be nice. Yes, like that. All the way over like this. Thank you. And then you'll plug into this. That should separate these lines to where we have got this power station powering only this. Go ahead and turn it on. Excellent. Excellent. This line reaches over into this area. So let's turn this one on. Excellent. And then this one here, as soon as the lines are built, we'll then power these.